So last year, Citi got sued. We got sued because people with disabilities were unable to use our website, and we weren't really accounting for accessibility, or at least we didn't have a whole lot of oversight. So one of the ways in which they determined that they could make the biggest and most profound impact to the Citibank Online experience was to make sure that the component library, which is used to compose all of the feature pages, to ensure that our library was fully accessible, fully compliant with WCAG 2.0 AA criteria. And so we went through the process of getting each of our components evaluated for accessibility, resolving those defects, and then communicating any sort of necessary changes that teams will need to make within their own feature pages. And during that process, I became, well, I would consider myself the foremost authority within the organization for accessibility, not on the compliance side, but on the implementation side. And because of this, I actually consult in the DDL design review session. So any new feature that comes in, they'll have to get it approved by the digital design language design team. And I'm usually in there commenting on, hey, this design is problematic with respect to accessibility. Consider this, consider this. And that's given me a really interesting window into what that design process looks like. I don't, unfortunately, have a whole lot of say in what information is communicated through those features. And I'm not really the guy who's going to pick the colors and styles or anything like that. But we also, in our library, provide a bunch of utilities for making the library accessible. So this is our live announcer service. It's used to programmatically announce messages to users of assistive technologies, so screen readers essentially. All of this to say that accessibility is really my forte, and it's a big passion of mine now. Not only is it important to recognize that we are doing, we're not capturing the value of these customers who would otherwise not be able to use our application, but we're doing them a huge disservice because there's a lot of utility in the online banking, application, and if a blind or colorblind user can't distinguish between the background of the input and the text, then they're going to be unable to read it. They can't use this; they have to go into a bank. And so, my father had a stroke, and now he's cognitively disabled. That's something that we have to consider as well. And I'm excited for the opportunity in grad school to pursue more along that line as well.